Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This morning, I am going to call upon Superintendent Sean Gormley. He's the officer in charge of 22 Division here in the city of Brampton. It's the division that's responsible for the investigation into the kidnapping incident that occurred on Sunday. Superintendent?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I'd like to provide an update to everybody about the investigation that is ongoing involving the alleged kidnapping of a female, Selena Ook, in the city of Brampton. Last night, as everyone knows, she attended 22 Division at 7:30 p.m. She arrived here in a taxi cab. We allege she had the opportunity to escape from her captor. She was being held in the Toronto area. Upon her arrival here at the division, Miss Ook was assessed by the officers, an ambulance was called, and she was transported to a local hospital for treatment. While at the hospital, she has been interviewed by our investigators in consultation with the province's Special Investigations Unit. As a result of that, we will be seeking a warrant in the first today for the arrest of Mr. Garwood for the following offenses: kidnapping, forcible confinement, aggravated assault, possession of a loaded or restricted firearm without a license, possession of a firearm without being the holder of a license, dangerous operation of a motor vehicle, possession of a prohibited device or ammunition knowing its possession is unauthorized, and there'll be 2 counts of that. And we anticipate a warrant will be issued today for his arrest for those offenses. Mr. Garwood, he still remains outstanding. His whereabouts are unknown. We do consider him armed and dangerous. If members of the public have any information, please call Crime Stoppers or our investigators at 905-453-2121, extension 2233, or you can call Crime Stoppers, as I said. If you do see him, please do not approach him. Call 911. We do allege he's armed and dangerous, and we don't want to see anybody get hurt. And I'm available to take some questions at this time.
How did Ms. Ook escape her captor?
There was an opportunity where she became separated from the male party, and she managed to escape in that way. She located a taxi cab and was able to make her way here to the division.
What was it, like a matter of seconds? Can you give us detail on how she was able to run away, or is it like he had half an hour?
Unfortunately, I can't give you the specifics given that there will be outstanding charges before the courts, but we do allege there was a lull in time where she was able to make good her escape and make her way here to the division.
What was the relationship there, sir?
So they were engaged in a relationship with one another, boyfriend, girlfriend. However, that relationship had become estranged, we allege, and that's what's resulted in these events. She does have some injuries. As I said, based on the charges, you can see that some of the injuries were, not life-threatening in nature, but significant.
Oftentimes, this type of occurrence doesn't turn out well when somebody is so hell-bent on kidnapping somebody and taking them, especially with the police there. Are you surprised at the outcome? And this is obviously the best outcome that you could have hoped for sure.
You know, I can't say I'm surprised, but I am very hopeful that, this is an eye-opener for many people that are involved in these types of relationships. I do want to thank the members of the public, the members of the media. It was with your cooperation that we got information out there, and we had numerous tips. The one piece of information I would like to give out, though, at this time is I know we had put out information regarding a vehicle that we were interested in Toronto. As a result of information received from you, we have determined that vehicle is not related to our incident, so we no longer require information for the Kia that we did put out yesterday.
Have you determined where she was kept?
We have, unfortunately, at this time, it's an active investigation. I can't comment.
You have that spot?
Yes, we do.
Can you say if it was in Toronto?
It was in the city of Toronto. Yes. He is a big threat. I can tell you that members of the Toronto Police have actively been looking for him for several months. He appears to be quite savvy at avoiding the police. It is discouraging that at the time of the alleged homicide that he's responsible for, he already was on gun charges, he was already on drug charges, and he was on bail at that time. So, it's one of those things that in policing it's a challenge for us, but every effort, and I can assure you that every effort is being made right now to try and capture him. We have officers across the Greater Toronto Area using every resource possible.
Do we have an impression that he has a support network that's helping him evade capture?
There's no doubt in my mind he does have alliances throughout the Greater Toronto Area, and I will warn them that if we do determine that somebody is aiding and abetting him, we will be laying appropriate charges if that's determined.
And the area where they were kept, do we understand that it may have been close to the area that they were dropped off in the cab?
I don't believe it's relatively close to the cab where they were dropped off.
What can you say about the motivation for abduction?
You know, I can't speak to that just because of the nature of this investigation, but, you know, we do allege that it is a domestic related incident, and, you know, those incidents often become quite heated, and it's the reason why we were called to the house in the beginning.
When the Zoot got out to safety, she didn't call 911, she called the cab?
She came to the division here, yes.
But did she hail a cab physically, or did she call a cab?
Unfortunately, I don't know that information. I can't tell you that. I'm sorry.
Superintendent, can you speak to the challenges for law enforcement when you're tracking down a guy that's wanted on a first-degree murder warrant and then goes and abducts a woman who thankfully happens to escape? That's a challenge for law enforcement from how dangerous this guy can be and just how they are so set on hiding because you could be looking at the rest of your life in jail. It's tough to find guys when they're facing these type of charges. And
yeah, absolutely. It is quite a challenging task to, track down individuals. In today's day and age, there's lots of technology that they can use to evade the police, and we do our best. But I can assure you that we will be successful in finding him. It's only a matter of time, and I can assure you that, in my experience as a police officer, it's members of the public, tips that come in, that are really going to be the one that get us to where we need to be and find this man and capture him.
Is there anything you can say about why the Zoot did not just run to the nearest payphone, call 911?
I'm sorry, I can't say that.
Is the victim cooperating with police? Did she have any idea where the suspect might be?
Yeah, she's been 100% cooperative, and she's currently in a place of safety for her right now and her family.
Is there any concern that trafficking might be at play here?
That's not being alleged at this time.
Any more questions?
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, folks. So a news release is being released at this point, so you should receive some updated information along with another photo of the wanted suspect. And again, thank you very much for attending.